Hello and good morning to everyone. This is Devashish Mohanty. In this video, we will do the discussion on regarding our new chapter, and the name of the new chapter it is our mensuration. Just like in the last days, we did the discussion math having different branches. Here I am writing mathematics having different branches, just like our arithmetic it may be our algebra, it may be our statistics, it may be our geometry. In the similar way, here it is another branch. The name of the branch it is called as our mensuration. In the last days, the arithmetic definition it was said to you, it is one of the branch of the mathematics where we are getting to learn about our number, its application and its properties. In the similar way, algebra means where we are getting to learn about our variable, its application and its properties. And statistics is the branch of the mathematics where we are getting to learn on regarding our data related thing. And geometry means it is the measurement of the earth related thing where we are getting to learn that branch name it is called as our geometry. In the similar way, mensuration, everyone you just have to remember what is the definition of the mensuration. Mensuration it is also one of the branch of the mathematics under which we are getting to learn about our perimeter, about our area, about our surface area, about our total surface area, lateral surface area, along with our volume. We are getting to learn under which branch of the mathematics. That branch name it is called as our mensuration. So for which roughly you just have to remember, mensuration it is one of the branch of the mathematics under which we are getting to learn about perimeter. Second one it is our area. Next one it is surface area. Next one it is our volume. And in our standard 6, our discussions are limited within our perimeter and area. And in this class basically we will do the discussion on regarding our perimeter, and in my next class we will do the discussion on regarding our area. So first we have to do the discussion on regarding our perimeter. It means what do you mean by perimeter, and after learning the perimeter, where does it apply? To make you understand the definition of the perimeter, first few of the example I am showing. Here it is one of the figure, everyone see. Here it is one of the figure and which is a closed figure. Here it is another figure which is our closed figure. Here it is another figure which is our closed figure. This one it is another figure which is our also closed figure. And this one it is also our closed figure. So this one it is one of the closed figure. This one it is another closed figure. This one it is the closed figure. This one it is the closed figure. This one it is also our closed figure. Here it is two types of closed figures are there. These four variety of closed figure are our polygon, and this one it is not the polygon. But this one it is also our closed figure. Remember, suppose I will make anyone to stand at here, and I will say to you, you have to complete one rotation around the field. One rotation around this closed figure. How much distance you are covering, that distance it is called as our perimeter. Once again repeating, if I will make anyone to stand at one point on the closed figure, and I will say to you, you just have to cover. It means where you have started, once again you have to come back to that same position. It means you have already completed one complete rotation around the closed figure. So how much distance you covers, that distance it is called as our perimeter. For the another figure, suppose anyone I am saying to you, you have to stand at here and you have to start your working on the this side, this side, this side, this side. Once again you come back to your original position. How much distance? how much distance you cover, that distance it is called as our perimeter. Here it is also the same. This distance, this distance, this distance, this distance, this distance, how much distance you are covering for the complete rotation, it is called as our perimeter. And remember, here the here it is called as a perimeter. Here it is perimeter, here it is perimeter, here it is perimeter. This one it is also perimeter, but here it is making one round around the circular path. It is called as our another special word. The name of that special word, it is called as our circumference. Ready? So it may be our any of the polygon, it may be, otherwise any of the closed figure it may be. Whenever we are covering complete one rotation, how much distance it is covered in a single rotation, that distance name it is called as our perimeter. So perimeter means the distance covered around the figure. The distance covered around the figure, whenever one is covering one complete rotation, that one name it is called as our perimeter. Understood? And another thing saying covering one rotation, it is how much. So for the polygon, covering one complete rotation, it is how much. It is also same as its sum of the all sides. Suppose here it is, I am showing you one of the example. See perfectly. Here it is, suppose 4 centimeter. It means this one it is 4 centimeter. It is 1 centimeter. It is 1 centimeter. Suppose I am saying to anyone, you have to count what is its perimeter. As I have already said, perimeter means the total distance around the figure, it is said to be our perimeter. So for which total distance means, suppose I am starting from here. It means first how much distance I will cover? 4. So here I am writing 4 centimeter. Then how much distance? 1 centimeter. Then after how much distance? 4 centimeter. Once again 4 centimeter. Then after how much distance? 1 centimeter. After covering the distance of its 4 sides, finally I am coming back to my original position. So for which here the perimeter, it is also same as the sum of its 4 sides. And total it will be 4 4 8. Here it is 10 centimeter. In this figure, the perimeter of this rectangle, it is our 10 centimeter. In the similar way, suppose in this example, here it is the figure of our square, whose each of its sides are equal 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter. And here I am saying to you, you have to find out its perimeter. So one can find out the perimeter by adding 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, plus 3 centimeter, plus 3 centimeter for 4 times, such that one can write it as the perimeter of this square field, it is our 12 centimeter. In the similar way, one can find for this one, also one can find for this one. Now we are going to do the discussion, what is the general formula of the perimeter of a rectangle, perimeter of a square, perimeter of a triangle, and perimeter of any of the other polygon. Okay. See, now we will do the discussion how to find out the general formula to find out the perimeter of a rectangle. See, this one it is one of the rectangle, and as everyone knows, the longest side it is called as our length, and the smallest side it is called as our width, otherwise it is called as our breadth. And this one length means, this one it is length, and that one it is breadth means also this one it is also our breadth. As I have already said to you, perimeter means sum of its 4 sides. So for which I am adding this side, it is our length. Next one it is our breadth. Next one it is our length. Next one it is our breadth. So it means I have already added the sum of its 4 sides. Here it is a length, here it is another length. So it means 2 times of the length, 2 into length, and here it is one breadth, and here it is another breadth. So for which I can write it as 2 into breadth, and totally and finally I can write, here it is 2, it is common in the first term, and here it is 2, it is common in the second term. So for which by taking 2 it as the common from both the term, I can write it as length, 2 whole into length plus breadth. So this one, it is the formula which needs to be remembered. So whenever the length and breadth of a rectangle it is given, how to find out the perimeter within the short time, it means you need to apply this formula. Now for the square, it is the figure of a square, and as you know that square means it is also a rectangle whose all of its sides are equal. So for which this one it is side, this one it is side, this one it is side, this one it is also its side. And whenever I am saying to you, you have to find out its perimeter, as it is the polygon. Everyone knows in the polygon, the perimeter formula, it is sum of its sides. And here this figure having 4 sides. So for which one can write side, then after side, then after side, then after side. And adding a same number for 4 times, it is also same as multiplying 4 to that number. So 4 into side. So for which perimeter formula of a square, it is our 4 into side. Leaving this one. Now we will do the discussion on the perimeter of our triangle. See, here it is one of the triangle, and on depending upon our sides, the triangles are of 3 varieties. So one, it is our equilateral triangle. See, here all of its sides are equal, for which it is called as our equilateral triangle. And here it is another triangle I am drawing, whose 2 of its sides are equal, and which is called as our isosceles triangle. And here it is another triangle I am drawing. Here it is another triangle I am drawing, whose all sides are different. Whose all sides are different. And this triangle, it is called as our scalene triangle. This one, it is called as our equilateral. This one, it is called as your isosceles triangle. Remember, actually one can put it directly in the triangle. It may be all the 3 sides may be same, 2 sides may be same, otherwise no side may be same, otherwise the 3 of its sides may be different from one another. Direct formula, it is sum of 3 sides. Sum of 3 sides, it is its perimeter. But here it is, as the 3 sides are equal, why unnecessarily we will add the 3 sides, side for 3 times. So for which here the shortcut formula, it is 3 into side. The perimeter formula of an equilateral triangle, it is our 3 into side. And here the perimeter formula, you just have to remember, as its 2 of its sides are equal, for which you have to remember 2 of its sides are equal, equal side. So for which we have to write 2 into equal side. And how much we are getting 2 of its equal side, with that product I have to add the unequal side. And this one, it is the perimeter formula of an isosceles triangle. Otherwise, if one is adding the 3 of its sides, also directly one can find. And here it is in the scalene triangle. Scalene triangle, as its 3 of its sides are different from one another, for which no shortcut formula it can be applied. So for which only you have to remember, here its perimeter formula, it is sum of its 3 sides. Perimeter formula, it is sum of its 3 sides. So today the discussion, it is this much. Only the discussion it was done only on regarding our perimeter. So in my next class we will do the discussion on regarding our area of the square, how to find, area of the perimeter, how to find. And for the other figure, it may be our triangle, parallelogram, it may be rhombus, it is to be discussed in our higher class. So today the discussion, it is this much. Once again we will get together in our next video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.